Yesterday we began learning about the j sound at the end of words, like in the words age and edge. And we saw that these words have something in common at the end. It isn't the letter J, but it is the two letters GE, which makes the j sound at the end of words. We found that the E is silent, and it makes the G say what we would call the soft G sound, which is j. We also saw that some words may have a D between the vowel and the GE sound. The G still says j, but the vowel will be short instead of long. So we have age and edge, GE and DGE. Today we're going to talk about another sound at the end of words that also says j. Very similar, just slightly different. Look at these four words that I have here. I'm going to read them to you. Please listen carefully. Binge, hinge, range, change. What sound do you hear at the end of all of these words? Binge, hinge, range, change. You got it. You hear the j sound at the end, don't you? Of course, we have the same thing happening. We have our GE, okay? The G is making its soft G sound, j. But notice something is a little bit different in these words. Listen. Binge, hinge. What sound do you hear before the j? You're right, it is the N. I know you heard that in there, didn't you? Yes, you hear an N before each one of the j sounds at the end of these words. Well, notice in binge and hinge, what sound does the vowel make? Listen, b-inge, h-inge. Is the I making its long or short sound? It's making the short sound, isn't it? Binge and hinge. Good. Okay, let's look at these two. Ange, ch-ange. What sound is A making? You hear it? It is making its long sound. Range. Hear the A in there? Well, isn't this interesting that here we have the short vowel sound, and here on the right we have the long vowel sound. You may be thinking, how do I know which one will be which? Because obviously, when you have N with the GE, it can be short or long. This is where you have to be word scientists, right? Sound scientists. And you just have to try it out, see which one works, and over time you will learn exactly which one it is. It wouldn't make sense here if we said hinge. You know that isn't a word, so you go, okay, I'll try the short sound, it's hinge. Or if we did this one, change, okay, that wouldn't make much sense. Okay, let's try the long sound, change. Okay, all right, good. So we can have GE, DGE, or NGE at the end of words that say j. Let's read some words together. So we're going to look at page 120, side A, okay? So if you don't have that in front of you, grab it quickly, lay it down in front of you. We're going to look at some of these words. There are actually many words in the English language that have the GE, DGE, and NGE at the end of them. These are just some of them. So the page looks like this. Okay, we're going to read up and down these word columns. You'll notice here we have DGE, GE, and DGE, but they are all going to say the same thing, j. But remember, some of them will make a long vowel sound because it doesn't have a D or an N in front of it, right? These will make the short vowel sound, and these because it does have the D in front of the GE. Okay, so let's read these together. Bridge, hedge, cage, page, judge, fudge. Good. Let's go back to the top and try that again a little faster this time. Ready? Go. Bridge, hedge, cage, page, judge, fudge. One more time, fastest. Ready? Go. Bridge, hedge, cage, page, judge, fudge. Good job, guys. Let's look at the second column. Here we have DGE. We have lots of GEs in the middle. They're going to make the long sound. And then look at the bottom. Here we have an NGE. Okay, so is this going to be long or short? You recognize that one? That's the word hinge, isn't it? So that's going to make that short vowel sound. Hinge. All right, let's start at the top of the second column. Here we go. Badge, cage, page, age, rage, hinge. Okay, go back to the top, faster. Badge, cage, page, age, rage, hinge. Third time, fastest. Ready? Go. Badge, cage, page, age, rage, hinge. Good job, guys. All right, third column. We have 5 words here. Fudge, that sounds good. So we have DGE in all of these. Okay, so you're going to have the short vowel sound. I, I. Okay, ready? We're going to start at the top. Here we go. Edge, fudge, ridge, hedge, bridge. Second time, go. Edge, fudge, ridge, hedge, bridge. Third time, let's try it really fast. See if you can keep up. Here we go. Edge, fudge, ridge, hedge, bridge. Good job, guys. I hope that when you see these words, when you come across them, you would just immediately be able to recognize them now, know that they're going to make that soft G sound at the end, and it'll make it so much easier to read these words. Good work.